Alright, let's talk about something most of us take for granted, the humble egg. Scrambled, fried, poached, baked into a cake, it's everywhere. But have you ever stopped to think about how that perfect oval makes its way to your breakfast plate? Or more importantly, how many of them are we talking about? The numbers are staggering. Billions, with a B. Annually, the world consumes an astronomical number of eggs, something like 1.4 trillion. That's not a typo, folks. Trillion. Now imagine trying to collect all those eggs by hand, one by one, from every single hen. It'd be a job that never, ever ends. A true test of patience and lower back strength, believe you me. The sheer scale of modern egg demand is mind-boggling. It's a logistical marvel. Think about your local supermarket, aisles stacked high with cartons, restaurants flipping omelets by the dozen, bakeries needing crates for their cakes and pastries. It all adds up, and it adds up fast. The demand is relentless. To meet this incredible appetite, the egg industry has had to get smart, really smart. Because let's face it, while there's a certain romance to the idea of a farmer gently plucking eggs from a nest, that model just can't keep up with the 7 billion hungry mouths on this planet. It's a numbers game, and the numbers are huge. The scale is almost unimaginable. This isn't just about quantity though, it's also about getting those eggs to you fresh, clean, and unbroken. Quality matters just as much as quantity. Let's crack this one open, shall we? For the longest time, egg collection was a pretty straightforward, if laborious affair. You had your hens, they laid their eggs, and someone, usually with a basket, went around collecting them. Simple, right? Well, simple on a small scale. Imagine a farm with a few dozen chickens. Manageable. Now picture a farm with tens of thousands or even hundreds of thousands of birds. Suddenly, that simple task becomes a monumental undertaking. It's a race against time, against breakage, and against the sheer volume of product being generated every single day. This was the reality for a long, long time. The traditional methods, while they got the job done, had their limitations. Human hands, no matter how careful, can sometimes be inconsistent. Eggs might get bumped, dropped, or missed. It's also physically demanding work, often in environments that can be dusty and, let's be honest, a bit fragrant. Efficiency was always a concern, because time is money, especially in farming. Every minute spent collecting eggs was a minute that couldn't be spent on other crucial farm tasks. Then came the innovators, the thinkers, the folks who looked at this age-old process and thought, there has to be a better way. And they weren't wrong. Now, when you hear robots, you might picture something out of a sci-fi movie, all flashing lights and laser beams, zooming around with a mind of their own. But in the egg industry, these mechanical marvels are a bit more down to earth, though no less impressive. They are designed to perform specific tasks with precision and efficiency. Think of them as highly specialized, incredibly efficient farmhands, working tirelessly to ensure everything runs smoothly. These aren't your Rosie the robot types making breakfast. These are purpose-built machines designed for one critical task, handling eggs with speed and incredible care. They are engineered to be gentle, yet fast. They are the unsung heroes working tirelessly behind the scenes, ensuring that delicate cargo makes its first journey safely. Without them, the process would be much slower and prone to errors. The role of these robots, or eggbots as I like to call them, is varied and vital. They handle everything from collection to packaging. Some systems use robotic arms with gentle grippers, often equipped with sensors, to pick up eggs from collection points. These sensors ensure that each egg is handled with the utmost care. These grippers are designed to mimic the softness of a human touch, but with unwavering consistency. They are programmed to handle each egg as if it were the most delicate item in the world. They don't get tired, they don't get distracted, and they don't accidentally squeeze too hard after a long day. Their efficiency is unmatched. They can operate in conditions that might be uncomfortable for humans, and they can do it 24/7 if needed. This ensures a constant workflow. This means a continuous, steady flow of eggs moving from the hen to the next stage of the process. The entire system is designed for maximum efficiency. The benefits are pretty clear. With robotic automation, the egg industry can achieve higher productivity, better quality control, and reduced labor costs. If robots are the nimble fingers of the modern egg farm, then conveyor belts are the tireless arteries, the superhighways that keep everything moving smoothly. It might seem like a simple concept, a moving belt, but in the context of egg harvesting, it's a cornerstone of efficiency. Imagine thousands upon thousands of freshly laid eggs. How do you get them from potentially hundreds of different nesting spots to a central collection and processing area without an army of people running back and forth? The answer, my friends, is the humble yet incredibly effective conveyor belt. These aren't just any old conveyor belts, mind you. They are specifically designed for their precious, fragile cargo. Often they are made of soft, pliable materials to cushion the eggs. They move at carefully calibrated speeds, fast enough to be efficient, but slow enough to prevent collisions and jostling. Some systems even have little individual cups or dividers to keep eggs separated and secure on their journey. The belts gently guide eggs from the nesting boxes, often located in tiered aviary systems or enriched colony housing, towards a central collection point. So, we've talked about these cool robots and nifty conveyor belts, and how they're revolutionizing the egg industry. But what does it all mean in terms of actual results? How do these advancements translate into real-world benefits? Well, the numbers, as they say, don't lie. The data shows a clear upward trend in productivity. And in the egg industry, the adoption of this technology has led to some pretty eye-popping improvements in efficiency and productivity, making operations smoother and faster. Farms that have embraced automation are seeing significant gains, not just in speed, but also in overall output quality. We're talking about processing more eggs with fewer breakages, and often with a smaller but more skilled workforce. This means better job satisfaction and higher efficiency. It's a transformation that's hard to overstate, really. The scale of change is monumental. Take, for example, a typical large-scale egg farm. The difference is night and day. Before widespread automation, collecting and initially processing, say, 100,000 eggs might have taken a considerable team several hours, involving a lot of manual labor, with a certain percentage of loss due to human error or handling. This inefficiency was a significant drawback. With modern robotic collection and conveyor systems, that same number of eggs can often be handled much faster, with precision and care, sometimes reducing collection times by over 50%. This speed is a game changer. And because the automated systems are so gentle and consistent, the percentage of cracked or damaged eggs often drops significantly, sometimes by several percentage points. The reduction in damage might not sound like much, but it's crucial. When you're dealing with millions of eggs a year, those points add up to a lot of saved product and revenue. The financial impact is substantial. In the end, automation in the egg industry is not just about keeping up with technology, it's about transforming the entire business model for better efficiency and profitability. When you think of robots, gentle might not be the first word that springs to mind. We often picture powerful industrial machines doing heavy lifting. But the robots working in egg facilities are a different breed. They are in essence gentle giants, designed with the singular purpose of handling one of nature's most fragile creations. An eggshell is, about 0.3 millimeters thick? That's not a lot of room for error. So, these machines have to be incredibly precise and delicate in every movement they make. It's a fascinating blend of robust engineering and tender touch. The secret lies in their hands, or what engineers call end effectors. These aren't crude metal claws. They are often equipped with soft vacuum-powered suction cups or specially designed cushioned grippers. These grippers can conform to the shape of the egg, distributing pressure evenly to avoid creating stress points that could lead to cracks. Many are also equipped with sensors, force feedback sensors that can detect the amount of pressure being applied. If the robot senses too much resistance, it can adjust its grip instantly. Now, with all this talk of robots and automation, you might be wondering, what about the people? Are we looking at hen houses devoid of human life, run entirely by machines? Not quite. While technology is taking over many of the repetitive and physically demanding tasks, humans still play an absolutely crucial role in the modern egg facility. The nature of the work is changing, evolving from manual labor to more skilled oversight, management, and technical support. It's less about brawn and more about brains. Think about it. These sophisticated robotic systems and complex conveyor networks don't design, install, or maintain themselves. You need skilled technicians to keep the machinery running smoothly, to troubleshoot any issues, and to perform regular maintenance. The revolution we're seeing in egg harvesting, with its clever robots and efficient conveyor belts, is really just one piece of a much larger puzzle. The entire agricultural sector is undergoing a technological transformation. What's happening in the hen house is a great example, but the innovation doesn't stop at the coop door. Farmers and engineers are constantly looking for new ways to improve how we grow and produce food, making it more sustainable, efficient, and safer. The future of farm tech is looking incredibly exciting, and a bit like science fiction becoming reality. We're seeing the rise of precision agriculture. This involves using GPS, sensors, drones, and data analytics to manage crops and livestock with incredible accuracy. Imagine drones flying over fields, identifying specific areas that need water or fertilizer, allowing farmers to apply resources only where they're needed. So there you have it. A little peek behind the curtain of the modern egg factory. It's a world where tradition meets technology, where robots and conveyor belts have become essential partners in bringing one of our favorite foods from the hen to our homes. It's a far cry from the old days of a farmer with a wicker basket. But the goal remains the same, to provide a safe, affordable, and plentiful supply of eggs. And honestly, it's pretty amazing how far we've come in achieving that thanks to some serious ingenuity. The journey of an egg, powered by these technological marvels, highlights a broader trend in agriculture. We're asking more of our food systems than ever before. We want food that's not only abundant and cheap but also produced sustainably, ethically, and with minimal environmental impact. That's a tall order, folks. And technology from the humble conveyor belt to sophisticated AI is proving to be one of our most powerful tools in meeting these complex demands.